Hi, everybody, and welcome back here for another bite-sized podcast on Friday the 13th. Unlucky for some, I guess, but anyway, let's see if we can make it through the day, shall we? And I wanted to talk to you about the inherent contradiction that lies at the heart of the Green Party here in the UK. Now, the Green Party has been, according to the polls, surging. It's doing really well. It's grown incredibly well since Zach Palansky became leader. As you know, it won the Gorton and Denton by-election, making history, taking a seat from Labour. Now, in order to win that particular by-election, it had to capture a significant percentage of the Muslim vote in the Gorton area of the constituency, which it seemed to have absolutely done. And in fact, just more generally, the Green Party seems to have an appeal to Muslims in different parts of the country. Now, with that in mind, I wanted to play you a clip of Green Party leader Zach Palansky saying a few things, which I found curious.
Are you ready to make hope normal again? Are you ready for hope to defeat hate? And are you ready to celebrate trans joy? Look, I'm a politician, and I want to say on behalf of all politicians, I'm sorry. We have all let you down. So tonight, let's be as clear as we possibly can. Trans rights are human rights. Trans men are men, trans women are women, and non-binary people exist. Politicians have tried to blame, they have tried to distract, but tonight we are here saying, we will not be blamed, we will not be distracted. As a gay man, I know when they come for one of us, they come for all of us, and we will all stand together.
Okay, very inspirational words there from our Zach. So, a couple of questions on that, just a few. In the first instance, do you think that his view that trans women are women and trans men are men and non-binary exist, do you think that's terribly popular in those Muslim communities? For example, if Zach gave that speech down the local mosque, how do you think it would be received? Well, I think we all know exactly how it would be received. And this is the essential dichotomy in the Green Party. On the one hand, it plays heavily into the trans agenda. That was a gathering of trans individuals that he was speaking to. So it plays heavily into that. And in fact, in her maiden speech in the House of Commons yesterday, the newly elected Green MP, Hannah Spencer, she said that she brought up trans issues as well as Gaza, because those are the things that really matter to people living in Manchester. Well, she brought them up anyway. So there's a dichotomy. You have this huge kind of advocacy for trans issues on the one hand, but on the other hand, a complete dedication to Palestinian rights, to fighting anything that's critical of Islam, all of these things, and somehow the Greens have currently gotten this pulled together in one big package that seems to be electorally quite powerful. Now, obviously, because they're even more radical than the radicals on the Labour benches, they're attracting some of the Labour vote. I think they may actually attract some of the Labour MPs as well, which would be interesting to see defections to the Green Party. And apparently there are a number of MPs that might consider it if they're in marginals and they know that their only way of being re-elected is to bail out of Labour and join the Greens. But I'm just wondering, how long can this whole Green Party sort of amalgam of Islamism and transism, how can that endure? I don't think it actually can. I think it will catastrophically fall apart. The question is when and under whose terms. And I think that's what we have to look for. At the moment, it seems to me that the Green Party is a very useful, they are the ultimate useful fools. They provide a vehicle which appeals to the liberal media, it appeals to liberal voters, and it also appeals to pretty much core Muslim voters as well for the time being. But what happens further down the road? And that's something, friends, I think we will be most interested to find out. Thanks for listening.